Yes, hello. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another Q Cafe episode for another Chikahan moment with our featured guests. I am Andana, your host for this episode, and we have a special feature from Moose and Core here at Q Cafe. It's a night with heroes. Now, to give a short introduction to our guests, simulan natin with this superwoman filled with positive energy. She is a current wealth coach of Manulife Philippines for more than a decade, and she's been conducting financial wellness seminar to companies and organizations to promote financial literacy among Filipinos. She has served over 100 families secure their future through sound financial planning. She is a best-selling author who has self-published together with her husband Ines their first book entitled Couple Power last February 2019. She also co-authored a book for moms entitled To the First Woman Who Loved Me in time for Mother's Day, along with Brother Bo Sanchez, Shana Sino, and 40 other authors. She co-authored an ebook entitled Flight to Freedom, A Journey to Finding One's True Self, which narrates her journey from being an average to unleashing her superpowers through life coaching. She is an active member of Toastmasters International for 8 years, a distinguished Toastmaster, and served as the immediate past Division M Director managing 29 clubs. She's also the current launch ambassador of Business Network International, or BNI, and the president of BNI Star Chapter, helping business owners be in a positive and supportive group in order to grow each other's businesses. Please welcome on our Q Cafe virtual stage, Janergy herself, Coach Janice Delacruz. Welcome back to Q Cafe, Janice.
Hi, Anne. Hello. Hello, everyone watching this Q Cafe. Thank you very much for the invitation again.
Yes, and thank you for joining us to share another interesting topic for our viewers. Now, before we start with our question and answer, let us call another guest. We have two guests for tonight. And together with Janice is another active Toastmaster member who is the executive director of Kalipay Negrense Foundation, a nonprofit foundation based in Negros Occidental working for the causes of disadvantaged children. He is a respected and dedicated career development professional with almost 20 years of extensive interdisciplinary experience in the field of NGO management, organizational development, fundraising and resource management, education, human resources, marketing, program evaluation, and research. He has taught in the academe as a college professor in the University of St. La Salle for 5 years. As a young leader, he founded and became the eventual president of JCI Bacolod Executive, a local organization of Junior Chamber International, which is commended by the President of the Philippines in 2019 for providing programs in Bacolod and neighboring communities with development opportunities and enhance their capacities to be productive members of society. He also led various organizations such as Toastmasters International as the past Division D governor and Rotary Club of Central as its president. Today, he serves as the National Vice Chair for Visayas for DSWD ABSNet, a network of NGOs assisting DSWD in carrying regulatory function and settling social development standards. He is married to the lovely Anne Imutan Sillador and a father to Joseph Aurelius. Please welcome the youthful Mhel Sillador. Hi, Mel. Welcome back to Q Cafe.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for having me. Hi, Janice.
Ayan, we have two powerful speakers and guests for the evening to share with us this Heroes Night happening this November. So with that, simulan natin na ang chikahan. Okay. Sige, let me start with Janice. Janice, I know this is your brainchild eh. So tell us, how did you start Heroes Online Summit?
Okay. So, Anne, for those who are first time na marinig ang Heroes Online Summit, this started way back in 2020 during the height of the pandemic. At that time, I was already part of my organization, Business Network International, wherein we would talk to as many entrepreneurs and we were trying our best to help one another grow our businesses. And sabi ko nung time na yon, how else could I serve people at this time? And I thought of coming up with an online summit. So this was a very first time experience for me to organize an online summit. And I coined it as Heroes kasi meron siyang acronym meaning, di ba? So it means helping entrepreneurs rise and overcome economic struggles. And at that time, sabi ko, if I will do this alone, parang hindi ko kayang gawin because it is a big project at that and it requires a lot of resources. So I thought of partnering with Core because you know naman ng ating founder ng Core is also my mentor in Toastmasters, si Katrina JJ Letargo.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. Kaya yun, doon ako nagkaroon ng lakas ng loob na i-launch talaga finally ang Heroes Online Summit.
Yes, alam mo si Katrina, JJ is I think a mentor to all, di ba? Mel, naging mentor mo rin ba si JJ? And so am I. Alright, kaya nabuo si Heroes ngayon, no? And now, Janice, so, with Heroes, no? Can you tell us what Heroes is all about? Diba, with the acronyms, helping entrepreneurs rise over economic struggles. Share with us what Heroes is all about.
Yes. So, di ba, tayo as, we now consider entrepreneurs as our modern day heroes. Why? Because they provide jobs to Filipinos, right? Imagine mo na lang kung wala tayong mga entrepreneurs, wala tayong mga opportunities for other Filipinos to earn income. And so if we are able to help entrepreneurs rise yung mga struggles that we experience, especially nung pandemic, it would be helpful. We're also helping yung mga fellow Filipinos natin that are being employed by these entrepreneurs. So yan, ang meaning nga natin is helping entrepreneurs rise and overcome economic struggles. And this is have become a yearly tradition for us with Core, partnering with Core and other entrepreneurs who wants to also have additional visibility. No? So we have sponsors na later on ipapakilala natin sa kanila, sa mga nanonood ngayon. And then at the same time, we want to tap those who are not only entrepreneurs, but probably those who have been wanting to start their own journey as an entrepreneur and probably inspire them to take that first step to becoming an entrepreneur themselves.
Yan. So it's really a summit intended for entrepreneurs, no, helping them. Okay. Now, this time, this is the 5th serving of Heroes, no, on its third year. So what will be or what will we showcase to our viewers this time, Miss Janice?
Okay. So, I think ang dami na natin mga naging guest speakers dito sa Heroes Online Summit. So, just to run through yan, kapakita natin yung mga previous speakers natin. We have Sir Billy Dominguez, who is also a leader in BNI. And then we have Coach Edwin Soriano. We have Trixie Esguerra, who is also a friend and mentor in Toastmaster, no? So my vision board coach. And then we also have this Jean, who is also a serial entrepreneur. Maraming mga businesses yan. And they were the first ones who believed in my cause. So I'm forever thankful to them kasi sila yung mga unang naniwala sa mission na meron ako and advocacy na ito. And then that's what happened in the first one. And then in the second one, we had even more speakers. We had not just 4, but we had 6 speakers. No? So itong mga speakers na to, they're all successful in their chosen fields. Meron tayong coaches, like Bryson Bonsol is a laughter yoga specialist. We have Coach Lita Dena. Ano din yan, ang specialization ni Coach is sa mga women empowerment and sa personalities. And then we have entrepreneurs such as Miss Jackie Tolentino is an owner of several businesses, including an international school, which was at that time heavily affected by the pandemic, right? So yung mga schools natin, di ba, nagkaroon ng mga, nag-shutdown yung operations, nag-online meetings or online classes sila. And then we have Kirk Damasco was into, ano naman yan, yung mga shirts, specialized worship shirts, worship generation. So si Kurt naman, shinare niya rin ng paano siya nag-pivot ng business niya at the time. And then Dr. Ryan Edcabo was focusing naman on how we could take care of our health in times of the pandemic. And then, of course, si Tony Miranda, Coach Tony Miranda, talked about more of yung personal branding also and how you are able to cope up with the pandemic. So yan, marami tayong naging speakers during the Hero Summit 2. Now, on Hero Summit 3, we had how many speakers? 4 again, no? But ito naman yung naging theme na natin. This was the start when Anne was already on board sa Heroes Online Summit. So, dyan na tayo nagkaroon ng theme for our summit. Before kasi parang walang theme, no? Basta-basta kung sino lang yung makuha natin speaker. But this time around, we had a theme. And for Hero Summit 3, we had from on-site to online. So, paano ba natin gagawing online yung mga previously businesses that are on-site? So, yan, sila Donald Lim, give us ideas of big online shift to COVID times. Si Mark Del Rosario, si Mark Del Rosario is yung sa Let's Eat Pare, no? So,
yes.
Mark Del Rosario, Let's Eat Pare, Jason De La Rosa, Bounce Back PH, they are founders of big groups, big online groups that really help the mga entrepreneurs at the time of the pandemic to pivot, scale up their businesses. And then Ayn Bernos, also a Toastmaster, siya naman pinakita naman niya sa atin yung kanyang Filipina brand na Morena. And then lo and behold, 'di ba, after yata nito, I think was it that time na naging part siya ng 'di ba, Binibining Pilipinas?
Yes,
after?
she made it to top 15 after
Yun, diba?
I think that was 2021. Oo.
Yes, exactly. The time na nung gines natin siya, I think yun din yung time na nag-join siya ng Binibining Pilipinas. Mm-hmm. So, yan, that was what happened in number 3, Hero Summit 3. And then for Hero Summit number 4, we had 4 amazing speakers then also, and most of them are OFWs and frontliners. So we wanna help din naman yung mga ating mga kababayan na OFWs who we consider as heroes as well. And our frontliners, di ba? Yung mga doktor natin, like in the case of Dr. Jeline Marasigan, who is an OB-GYN na kahit na may pandemic ay nagpapaanak pa rin.
Yes, grabe,
Diba?
di ba? Oo.
At sabi niya nga, nung pandemic, lalo siyang naging busy. Dami kasing nag-anak nung time ng pandemic. Hindi sila busy. Tapos si Nurse Grace Audrey, all the way from, Grace Audrey is from
Oman.
what place
From
ba?
Oman.
Oman. Yes, from Oman. So, a registered nurse. So, nakita natin yung kanyang journey to serving outside the country. And then si Miss Chris Alegre is known to be helping mga OFWs. So, meron siyang sariling agency na nagpapadala ng mga OFWs and how she able to pivot her business, so come up with another business, which is Clean and Fix. And then si Jonas Dupo, yan, who is a good friend of mine as well, who is helping mga Filipinos turn their stories into books. So he became a book writing coach. So very inspiring yung ating mga naging speakers for Heroes Online Summit 4. Kaya excited ako sa mga magiging set of new speakers natin for Heroes Summit number 5.
Oo, dahil nandyan na rin lang tayo, let's proceed. Ano ba ang meron sa Heroes Online Summit 5, Coach Janice?
Ayan. So when we were talking about what can we offer na hindi pa natin na-discuss in the previous Heroes Online Summit, so we came up with this idea of having these 3 speakers. No? So all of them, I have a close encounter with them. So na-encounter ko sila in some way or another, even have mentored me. So si JC Libiran is actually my online content creator coach. No, so he has helped me. He has an online community as well. So he'll be helping us understand more how it is to be a content creator. And so yan, and then si PJ Neri. So we branded it as the Online Hit Makers, yan, which will happen on November 26, Saturday. So it's just 7 to 8 p.m. And the good news about this is because we have generous sponsors, we are bringing this to you for free.
Yes.
So pwede po kayong mag-join for free. So you don't need to pay anything. And the best part of it is you don't have to spend going out. No, magagastos pa kayo, matatraffic pa kayo. You can enjoy this event in your own homes. Just make sure you have a good quality internet and a gadget with you para ma-enjoy ninyo yung event natin.
Yan. So it's really for free, Janice. Yan. So with that, sino ba ang dapat manood? Who should join and why should they watch Heroes Online Summit 5?
Okay. So I believe, of course, because tinawag natin to, this is for entrepreneurs, we wanna attract mga entrepreneurs na wanna pivot their business and have a more visibility online. Kaya we're introducing to you these 3 amazing speakers so that you will have more idea on how you could expand your visibility online. No? So ano-ano ba yung mga topics na i-discuss nila? So si Coach JC, ang title ng kanyang topic is The Power to Inspire. Because he's an inspirepreneur. He has an inspirepreneur movement. And he would help. He has experience in doing content creation. Mga mentors niyan, si Tony Robbins, si Bill Graciosi, si mga international, si Nas Daily, no? Si Nas, no? So, very excited ako na ma-share sa inyo ang ano yung mga what's in his brain and ano yung mga experience ni Coach JC. And then moving on, our other speaker is si PJ Neri naman, na I met in Toastmaster. And her story is being a flight attendant turned into an online content creator via podcast. Kasi ang ganda talaga ng boses niya ni PJ eh.
Agree.
Doon niya nakita yung kanyang niche. No, so she'll be sharing to us the power of story. So Ang intention ni PJ is to help yung mga entrepreneurs turn their stories into podcast. Para mas lalo pang lumawak yung reach ng business nila. And then for the third one, it's no other than Jomar Hilario. I met Jomar in 2013 through Brother Bo Sanchez. And Jomar is a coach for virtual assistants. So siya talaga tumutulong siya sa mga nawalan ng trabaho, mga naging stay-at-home mom, and then gave them hope in terms of having income and doing freelance work. So I'm also excited to share to you Jomar Hilario for our online summit. Ayan. And of course, I will host this event. Buti na lang, di pa ako pinapalitan ng Muzen Core.
Bakit naman? Siyempre, this is your baby, di ba? Brainchild mo to.
Oo.
Brainchild mo to.
Yeah, just a trivia, no? Initially, sabi ko, I was just an organizer of this event. Sabi ko kay JJ, sino kaya pwede natin gawing host? Sabi niya sa akin, ba't ka ba maghahanap ng iba? Pwede naman ikaw. Ha? Ako? Really? So that was me. That was me 2-3 years ago. I have doubts within myself. But now, sige, pahustan mo ko ng kahit na ano, yes ako dyan.
Yan, di ba? Kailangan lang ng konting push, Coach Janice, di ba?
Yes. Magaling tayo sa mga pushers natin eh.
So, ano pa bang meron? Ito, Bakit Heroes? And
yes. So, yun. Sabi nga natin that why not be a hero for a day? And why not be a hero every day? Yan. At especially in times of uncertainties, and we really need to have a community. So, ang intention talaga natin here is to create a community, an online community, wherein we can ask for support, we can exchange ideas, insights, and also we can probably ask for referrals. Yun pala yung gusto din natin, di ba? Ayun.
yes. At wait, there's more, di ba? May 3 benefits pa ito if they join.
Yes. So, what's in it for me if I join this summit? Number 1. Number 1, of course, you will get to learn from our 3 amazing speakers. Yung ating mga speakers na na-share ko sa inyo kanina. They're very specific expertise. Mapipick natin yung brain nila. And probably you can get connected to them and have them as your coach. And then, yun. So, this will be helpful for you to adapt, pivot, scale up your business. So, that's number 1. Number 2, okay, we have actually partnered with Kalipay Negrese Foundation. No, later on, we'll get to know more about the foundation so that yung ating proceeds from our event, we can impart to them and help their cause. Yan, especially for helping yung ating mga children in Bacolod. And then third is, if you stay until the end of the program, isang oras lang naman po yan, you get opportunities or chances to win prizes courtesy of our sponsors. So, yan, di ba? Natuto ka na, di ba? Nag-enjoy ka na, pwede ka pang manalo ng prizes, nakatulong ka pa. And so, It's all a win-win situation for all of us. So, we're actually encouraging everyone to share this opportunity to all your friends and families. Say, be a blessing to others.
Yan. Ayan. So, grabe, no? Ang tagal na ng start si Heroes. At the same time, we're continuously sharing this program and advocacy to our viewers and to helpful entrepreneurs. So, thank you, Janice, for sharing this information. Punta naman tayo kay Mhel, who is the founder, the chosen foundation of Muzen Core this time, no? Mhel, can you share with us how you started Kalipay Negrense Foundation?
Yes, but let me say my thank yous first to Muzen Core and the organizers of Hero Summit for making Kalipay part of your beautiful endeavor that you have been doing for the past years. Organizations like us and those are coming from the province rarely gets opportunities to be able to share what we do from where we are. So I couldn't be thankful enough to both of you and everybody in your team for making our organization part of it. Well, Kalipay is a nonprofit organization founded back in 2007 by Anna Balcells. Her last name might sound foreign, but she's a local Negrense, born and raised here in the province of Negros Occidental. And since then, we have been doing projects and programs to help the different causes of disadvantaged children. For several years, we were able to put up 2 homes that houses rescued children. These are children survivors of abuse, those who have been victims of physical, sexual abuse, victims of child pornography, trafficking, and labor. And to date, we have around 115 of them in our home, where we provide all the care and love that we can. They provided access to education and psychological services. Most of the kids that we have in our care are coming from the province of Negros, though some would even come from as far as Panay, the neighboring islands here in the Visayas. Sadly, in this part of the country, there's no government-run facility here in the province of Negros Occidental, but the reality of that abuses are still happening is really still there. And that's why, Kalipay was founded way back then. Right now, we do everything that we can to make sure that whenever there is a child that is in need of temporary care, a temporary home, that Kalipay will be able to provide help to them through our home located in Bago City, which is Recovered Treasures.
Okay, thank you, Mel. And I think here is a 4-minute video.
All children, all children,
All children
all children are born free and equal. All children should enjoy the protection of their best interests.
all children
All children should have access to education.
All children
All children
should receive proper health care and nutrition.
All children
All children must be free from the worst forms of child labor.
Must be protected from abuse.
must be protected against exploitation.
All children must be protected from war.
All children
all children are born free and equal.
Did you know
that roughly 100 million people
100 million people around the world are homeless?
There are 1.5 million.
1.5 million street children in the Philippines.
Did you know
that in the Philippines,
a majority of cases of abuse,
sexual and physical,
are unreported?
Victims of incestuous sexual abuses are oftentimes asked to shut it up.
100,000 Filipino children are feared to be engaged
in prostitution.
Nearly 16,000
children
around the world
are killed by hunger every day.
That's 16,000.
That's 16,000 children a day.
Did you know that
malnutrition is present in 1 out of 5 children?
1 out of 5 children in Negros.
Did you know
Did you know
that approximately 300,000 children
in Western Visayas are out of school?
Did you know that only 5%
of children with physical and learning disabilities are enrolled in special schools?
95% are left unschooled.
Did you know
Did you know?
Did you know?
In nations across the globe, organizations are being set up to protect the rights of children.
For these organizations,
The road is long and oftentimes challenging.
In Negros, these organizations
are few and far between.
Kalipay Negrinsi Foundation
As one of the few organizations supporting disadvantaged children,
homeless,
out of school,
Children with special needs.
physically abused,
Sexually abused.
disadvantaged children.
disadvantaged children,
Kalipay works with individuals, groups, and organizations
to help establish homes and communities which empower these children.
The Haven Children's Home of Kalipay
provides food, shelter, and education for its children. Children in Kalipay need your kind hearts.
As donors,
As partners, as human beings,
Children in Kalipay need
rice, clothes,
blankets,
school supplies, most of all living expenses.
Organizations like Kalipay Negrense Foundation see to it that the children are safeguarded with care.
so that
No child shall be hungry.
No child should be treated with cruelty.
No child
No child shall be prevented access
to education.
no child,
no child shall be left out on the streets.
No child.
shall be left behind.
No child should be abused.
No.
No more.
no more abuse.
no more abused children.
We made this video a few years back through the efforts of some of our friends because the kids cannot speak for themselves, cannot be on any online, videos. So what we did, we asked some of our friends to speak in behalf of these children and what we do. So we were able to come up with this campaign, which is a no more abuse campaign.
Mm. At the moment, how many staff do you have ba?
Well, they say it takes a village to take care of a child. It really does take care of a village. Right now, we have, I think, 54 staff on board. We are composed of home parents, the nanays and tatays that acts as their parents while they are in Kalipay. We have 7 social workers working with us, a psychologist, a nurse, and we even have a staff that helps us in the farm. Basically, because we want to provide holistic care to our children. You can't imagine the level of trauma the kids are having, upon rescue. The first few weeks, even the first few months, they are with us is for me the saddest part.
Right.
When we have them, because it's as if the no amount of love and care that we give them, to at least to let them start the healing process is just too much. So we need as many people as we can, and of course volunteers who are there to help us out.
Yeah, imagine 150 children taken care by 54 staff lang. Parang hindi siya proportion. I mean, how many yan per...
24 hours of
Diba?
care, because,
Exactly. And it's more than feeding. It's more than providing. It's more on somehow guiding them and helping them heal, diba, Mel?
Yes.
Wow. Sige. Should there be interested viewers who would like to help or offer help through cash or in-kind donations or provide time as volunteers, how can they be of help to the foundation, Mel?
Organizations like us, we really need all the help that we can. As I've said, I'm really so thankful that we have opportunities like this, that we're given opportunities like this to share what we do, because we rarely get attention, in the provinces. Viewers, those who are watching, can help us by by getting to know us more, try to visit our official website. That's www.kalipay.org. Get to know our program. We have a sponsorship program, a sponsor a child program, help us send children to be able to finish their schooling, to be able to finish college. We have a volunteers program also for those of you who have extra time, can check out how our volunteers program work. You can spend a few days or weeks with us in Kalipay, teaching our kids what you do best, teaching our kids how to cook, teaching our kids to do livelihood to do livelihood skills, teaching them livelihood skills, or you can even help us teach our staff because it's really a challenge. There's no template, how to take care of this kind of children. So we really need all the help that we can. We can be a consulting, a partner if you're a psychologist, if you have a background in trauma, in taking care of children who underwent abuse. If you're a lawyer, help us out with our legal documents. So there's a place for you in Kalipay with whatever help that you can do. And if you don't have time to visit us here in Negros, in Bacolod, share our story. Share what we do to others. That's a beautiful way of helping us out, because more people should know that this is the reality that we have in our country. There are still children who are suffering from abuse, and a lot of them would not report because they feel that no one can take care of them, no one will help them. So if you can help us share our costs to empower the children, that there are organizations like us that that can help them. So it can help us through sponsoring, volunteering, or spreading the word of what we do.
Ayan. Thank you so much, Mel. So there are a lot of means and ways to help Kalipay Negrense Foundation, whatever profession you are into, no? So it can be in cash, in kind, or even through volunteer work. Thank you so much, Mel, for joining us. Yes, and at this point, I would just like to share with everyone who are the sponsors from our Heroes 5. So, syempre, let's take this opportunity to thank our sponsors. Starting with, ayan, PC Works Infinite Possibilities. We also have Toby Peanuts. Collave, it's a digital product development studio. MC Display and Metalcraft Corporation. Momilo Mio, makers of the famous cheese pie. Alpha Nutrition Fit Club. Chooks to Go. Alfox Printing Services. Manulife. MP Camaso and Associates. And Palaya Shrimp Farm. So we were lucky to have 11 sponsors this time for Heroes Online Summit 5. And with everything that Janice has mentioned earlier, so we just want to repeat the invitation, no? That it is a free registration for all. So how you can join Heroes Online Summit 5, click the link, type in the link tinyurl.com/heroes5, and you will receive the Zoom link for November 26, 2022. So you can also scan the QR code, fill out the form, and submit. A Zoom link will be sent to you. Yan, para you can be part of the program, the online program, November 26. That's only 7 to 8 p.m. and you can have a chance to win a prize courtesy of our sponsor. So with that, thank you so much to Janice and to Mel for joining me today. Ayan, I know napaka-hectic at busy ng schedule ninyo, but you took time to be with us tonight, no? Right. So it's such an honor to be with people, positive people who spreads this to the world, no, to the community when everything seems to be unstable, uncertain, 'di ba? Unwelcoming. Yet we find means and ways to give back to the community. And this is the Heroes Online Summit 5. So to all our online viewers, register na because it's free. You get to see how our heroes soar as we learn and get inspiration from them. At the same time, help the less privileged children of Bacolod. So with that, I invite you again to tune in next week to Q Cafe for another exciting program. And may this be your online weekly tambayan. This is Anne Danga, your host, and I'm signing off. Bye-bye.